Hey, what's going on? I'm hanging out here with Dave and Rob from Machine Head. They're playing Montreal tonight at Metropolis. Figured I'd come by and say hi. How's it going, guys?
Killer.
Having fun?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
just woke up.
Just got off the bus. Yeah. Having lots of fun. Like got some
2.5-hour border crossing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, listen. I know. I've toured before. I've talked to bands that come to Canada, and I know how they feel about it. I mean, it's a lot easier for us to go into the U.S., but when you guys come in here, it's brutal. It's brutal. So, Now, where are you guys living right now? Are you guys living in the same city or
Bay Area.
San Francisco still?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Faith No More getting back together? You guys fans?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean,
You guys aren't big fans.
I loved Epic, and I loved the Jim Martin era a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird thing that Jim wasn't involved back in it. It was just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I find that online you would see that a lot. I mean, there were the Jim Martin people that just as soon as he left, they after Angel Dust, they were like, wow, Jim Martin kind of.
Yeah, those were like the great songs, I don't know. I got to hang out with Jim a few times and like actually sit there and talk with him and stuff. And super cool dude, and just it doesn't seem like Faith No More without him back in there.
Okay, and the reason I'm asking because of the Bay Area connection, Yeah. It's the way the industry is now with file sharing, with downloading. Are you guys seeing a big chunk of your income going away? Or I mean, I know for me when I was in a band, we never made money on records because we were always recouping. It was tough, We'd always make money touring and in merch. And do you guys find that's a similar thing now? Probably even more so.
I don't know. I mean, Dave and I came up in a different scene too. I mean, we both came up in underground. Like I'm sure, we've even talked about that. Like how we both had hella records back in the day, way before they were supposed to be out. Because we had friends who were traders or people who were. I mean, I had a friend. One of my closest friends was a really active trader. So I had Slayer's Rain and Blood 3 months before it even came out. So talk about leaks,
right? Yeah,
I mean, talk about record leaks. I mean, I had Bonded by Blood 6 months before it came out, and we wanted that. We wanted all the demos. We wanted the bootlegs.
Sure.
We wanted, we heard all that stuff. So I guess, at least for me, this is a bigger scale of that, but it's kind of something that was happening. In fact, even somewhat encouraged to some degree.
Yeah.
I remember like Venom had Venom on the back of that. They said tape home taping is killing music. Or remember it had something like that. So things like that. I mean, there was always that kind of issue. I think people ultimately want to have a piece of the band. I mean, our record sales for the last 3 records in a row have gone up, as well as our chart positions.
Right.
So that's a huge. I mean, we're kind of bucking the trend in that aspect, and I mean that in every territory in America and Europe and Asia. So
well, it's because you guys play to the core. You play to your core audience. And the thing is, what's great about the internet now is that if a band wants to go deep into your catalog, they can just keyword Machine Head. They can find all your catalog. And that's why you'll see more people at your shows.
I mean, you're still seeing like huge first weeks. Lil Wayne just did 1 million records. Lady Gaga just did 1 million records their first week. I mean, those are unbelievable numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, those are crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Even in the rock world, I guess Five Finger Death Punch would probably be the biggest thing that happened with 90,000.
And lastly, what are you guys listening to now? I mean, what's in your iPods? What are you digging?
Ghost.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, they were in Montreal a little while ago. Really,
We were just talking about, we just saw that we're doing a bunch of festivals with Ghost overseas. Okay. We're just like, yes.
Yeah, they put on their Facebook that they're doing a bunch of shows with Metallica and Machine Head, and I was like, yes.
Okay.
So, Ghost.
That record is so good, man.
Well, guys, thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it. I know you guys have a lot to do. And keep carrying that flag, man. We appreciate it.
Right on.
Right on,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Punch it in.
Oh, yeah.
The spirit of rock. 97.7.